Okay. Okay, now question in March 18. Shows a glass bottle containing the air. The bottle is sealed with a cap. The air in the bottle becomes warmer. What happened to the pressure inside? Once it warm, it means that a high energy will be inside, so the molecules will move faster. So it means that the pressure will increase. Okay, explain why the pressure of the air in the bottle changes. Use your ideas about the gas and the molecule. So we shall state the 5 points that we know, that as the temperature increases, the kinetic energy of the molecule increases. The speed of the molecule will increase. A more frequent collision occur, and so exerting greater force and so exerting a greater pressure. Knowing that pressure is equal to force over area, pressure is equal to force over area. That's why whenever the force increases, the pressure will increase as well. And then next, we the bottle here state that the bottle has a weight of 5.4 and then an area of 9.2. So what's the pressure produced by the bottle? Pressure is equal to force over area. You should state this first, state the equation, and then you substitute in the equation, which is a 5.4 over the 9.2. And so the answer here will be 0.59. And the unit, if you wrote Newton per centimeter square, it's okay. If you wrote Pascal, it's okay. And then moving on to the next question. C, the bottle has a cap. 5.2 shows another bottle. The bottle is on a table. Part of this bottle is not in contact with the table. Shows the base of the bottle. Shaded area is not in contact with the table. The base of the bottle is circular. The radius is 4, as shown in figure 5.3. So for a circle, the area of a circle is pi r square, which means that it will be a pi and a 4 will be squared. And so the final answer will be 50.3 centimeter square. Then moving on to the last question. Here it states that the bottle shown in figure 5.2 has the same mass as the bottle shown in figure 5.1. Explain why the bottle shown in figure 5.2 exert a more pressure on the table than the bottle shown in figure 5.1. As he said before, he said that the shaded area is not a contact with the ground. So it means that the points who are in contact with the ground here are less. So let's say again that the pressure is equal to force over area. Here he's asking why, explain why the bottle shown in figure 5.2 exert more pressure. Why more pressure? Because less area is in contact with the ground, which means that more pressure is exerted on the ground. So we could say that we are having it. Figure 5.2 will have less area, or small area, than figure 5.1. Okay, so it has a less area than 5.1. We could say also less area in contact with the ground than 5.1. Okay, that's all for this question. Now question November 18. Soon draws a diagram that represents 3 states of a matter shown in figure 4.1. The box B shows the arrangement of the particles of the liquid. In box A, draw the arrangement of a solid. So you should draw a shape, molecules that are regularly in the box. Box C, draw particles of the gas. So we should draw, for example, 2 far apart molecules, and that's for the part C. Solid to liquid, write the correct terms in each of the state below. From solid to liquid, it's melting. And here from gas to liquid, or if you remember, here the curve, and we said from gas to liquid, this should be a condensation, and from liquid to solid, this should be a solidification or freezing. So here from gas to liquid, this is a condensation. Okay, that's for part B. A beaker in a warm room after several hours, the beaker is dry. Set and explain what happened to the water. أكيد after several hours without any heat. So what will happen to this wet beaker is that it will experience an evaporation. Use your ideas about molecules in your answer. So what we will say simply is that evaporation will occur where the escape of the more energetic molecules from the surface of the liquid, these molecules were able to overcome the intermolecular force and escape. That's what will happen if you have here the liquid, like layers of a liquid. What will happen is that the particles here will gain energy from the surrounding. They will vibrate faster in order to overcome the intermolecular force between them, and then they could easily escape to the surrounding, leaving behind the less energetic particles, or the system with less energy or with less temperature. Thank you so much.